All right, so you can see I've filled all of my shapes with colors that roughly correspond to what I actually look like using the color picker extension on Chrome. But I still look a little creepy because there's a couple steps left. So we're gonna do those things now. But before we adjust the face at all, I'm actually gonna choose my background just to have that grounding behind me. So the first thing to make a background is I am going to just insert a shape. So I can come up here to shapes, I'm going to select a rectangle, and I'm going to click close to the edge, but not outside the edge, and it will fill right in and block everything. Now to make it go to the back, obviously we go to order, and don't go one at a time because you'll be clicking forever. Click send to back. It'll go all the way to the background. And obviously you can change it to whatever color you want. You can make it a bright color. You can make it a dull color. I'm going to leave it this, I'm going to leave it that blue for now. We'll come back to it. Just for now, I have something to help ground me out. Now, the next thing to do is we're going to eliminate the outlines if we want to. So I'll show you how to do that quickly. So a great way to do that is edit and select all. I just right-clicked while holding down the control key to unselect my photo over here because I don't need that. And I actually want the outline on my back square to stay, but I'll add that back in later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Format, Borders and Lines, and you can see here border weight. I can just make it transparent. And now the outline, look how different that looks. The outline is totally gone. Now I can also check myself to see if there's any line like here and here. If I want a difference between my chin and my neck there, I have to add a shape if I don't have the outline to rely on. But I quite like how this looks without the outlines. A quick Control Z to undo, and you can see the big difference already between outline and no outline. You can also do redo is Control Y. You can see these shortcuts here. So you can go back and forth between the two and see which you prefer. Now, the last thing you can do to kind of let yourself blend together a little bit more is you can adjust some of the transparencies. So say I want these 4 really rosy shapes to kind of blend in a little bit. When I click on the color, and if I go back to click custom and click that little plus sign, it'll keep it the same color they currently are, but I can slide the slide bar to make it a little more transparent. I'm not going to go too far, just a little. And you can see the other colors kind of coming through a little bit. I have some other shapes under here as well. So I'm just going to do that with some of my more drastically different colors, like my these more brown shadows. I'm going to leave some of the other ones just as they are. So remember, you can come up to fill color, click that custom again, drag it down a little bit. And now they don't pop out as such a contrast anymore. They really stand out on their own, but they don't like look like a clown face makeup paint on there. And you can keep doing that with all the colors as you want. You can leave some more bold, have some fade out. It's up to you. So remember 2 things you can do to adjust your image to make it more to your liking. You can add a background is a 3rd thing to help ground the space. You can remove the outlines if you like. You could also make the outlines a crazy color, an alternate color if you want to. I could take this and here's your border weight and your border dash. But I'm going to come back up here to Format, Borders and Lines, and Border Color. Now that I have my face selected, I can use one of these kind of shadow colors if I want to add that really thin line separate. Now see how my chin had disappeared before? Now I have not a black outline, but more of a line that makes sense for right there, for that piece. So selectively, if you like, you can add an outline to something. I'm going to do the same thing for my earring shape. I've actually grouped them, so I'm going to ungroup them first. And I'm going to outline my earring with a kind of silver color. And again, I can use some of these border outlines, border weight to make, I can make it thicker too. So I'm kind of cheating here to add that dynamic. Rather than making a new shape for it, I can give it some weight this way instead. So adding outlines selectively with a purposeful color rather than just black. You can remove all the outlines to make your shapes in your face flow together better. And you can adjust the transparency of that as well. All right, so work on finalizing some finishing colors. I'm going to make some more touch-ups to mine, and we'll check back in on how to save afterwards.